everyone. Welcome to R.E.A.L Talks, where responsibility, ethics, action, and leadership takes place in one conversation. This is Afrin Abnas, your host, and today we have with us a very esteemed guest, a powerful woman and an advocate, Ms. Padmini N, on behalf of Anti-Ragging Week by ForumCET. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. Really honored to have you here. Ma'am, so before I get into the ragging questions, I know that you've been doing this job for the past 36 years. So, ഒരു courageനും കാട്ടി കൂടുതലും their public speaking skill അല്ലെങ്കിൽ communication skill matters a lot. And for engineers also, അതും വളരെ important ആണ്. So, are you someone who had that naturally? അല്ലെങ്കിൽ were you someone who grew into it? And how can someone develop that? If
as you said, this public speaking, I don't know how it came, but it somehow came naturally to me. Like, I have never been in our family, like, you know, in the early 80s and all, we were not much exposed to anything. But luckily in college, we had a group of people who were, I mean, we were doing many things that those age girls never used to do. Like, you know, we used to get together, we used to do stage programs, like, you know, theater. And we always say that we are the founders of cinematic dance. Because at those time, nobody used to dance to the tune of a movie song.
Okay, to create your own music.
We created our own program, and we used to get, so it came naturally with the friends.
Okay. So,
more close to the friends than in the family atmosphere. Because family atmosphere, it is more or less a male dominating society.
Okay. Ma'am, so you've been dealing with consumer courts, family matters, angane civil, angane kore. Appo, ma'am, what is your take on ragging, and how is it legally different from other forms of misconduct that is actually happening here?
Actually, I find ragging a very bad form of this thing. You know, it's also, I'll say it's a sort of form of expression of another person on a victim. You know, it is. I feel that the person who are doing it has got some mental problem, because otherwise suppressing someone else. That is always we say that don't take this thing on a person who is weaker than you. So this is like, you know, you are suppressing, you know that that person is weak. Then you are using all your strength on him. It shows that you are not a good person. So that itself is bad, you know. And in our times, you know, ragging was some sort of a humor or something like that, a very fun. It was a light thing. Even in law college, we had ragging. But that was all a light matter. Like, you know, they'll ask you some silly questions, and we'll have to ask some silly answers. In the process, we become strong. Like, you know, because we in the slow process, we try to bonding, and then on. And there was never any enmity, vengeance, or anything like that. But now it has gone into another level. Serious case, because what I have been reading in the papers and what I have seen in the court rooms and all, these children are almost going into a criminal this thing, like, you know, that is, you know, I read the last time and all, ഈ ദേഹത്തൊക്കെ ഇങ്ങനെ കമ്പി കൊണ്ടൊക്കെ വരയ്ക്കുക എന്നൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞാൽ അത് എന്തുമാത്രം പെർവേർഷനും ഫ്രസ്ട്രേഷനും ഉള്ള ഒരാൾക്ക് കൂടെ ഉള്ള ഒരാൾക്ക്, അതായത് യുനോ ജൂനിയേഴ്സിനെ ചെയ്യുന്നു എന്ന് പറയുന്നു, പക്ഷേ ദാറ്റ് പൂക്കോടിന്റെ ഇഷ്യൂല് പറയുന്നത് കൂടെ ഉള്ള പിള്ളേരാണ് ചെയ്തതെന്നാണ്. His own friends who had come to his house, who had food with his parents, how can they do all this? And for 3-4 days, orale ingine ittittu, how can the hostel warden not know it? How can the entire college not know it? Adakeyana adinte oru serious issue. See, when it goes to taking another person's life, or it goes into another level. And I don't know whether these children are aware of the consequences of what they are doing. Maybe avaroru fun-ine thodangunnadaayirikam. It can happen only when there is a community. Somebody to support. A person alone cannot do it. So it's always better to see who your friends are, and if they have some problem, only friends can help friends. That is what I feel.
Like how your friends help you with public speaking.
Only friends know you better than your family. So I always found that when you have good friends, you come out very nicely. When you're bad persons, you're influenced by them. You know? So that every time bad influence is always bad for the person. So what you have to do is that you have to be very careful. Even a friend of yours is doing something, you can take the initiative to talk to him. If something helps, then that is good. But ragging, I say, is something that has to be stopped one and for all, because now it's gone into another level, which is too bad. And the consequences of it is another thing, because whoever, the one thing with every crime and offense is that, like, you know, in ragging, any complaint has come, and if the principal has taken action on it and referred it to the police and it comes to the court, it is not the victim who has to prove it. It is a person who is accused who has to prove that he hasn't done it. So that's a very difficult part to, that is, we say, burden of proof. So that discharge of burden of proof is on the accused rather than on the victim. So if you are in that, that's why I told yesterday also, I told that when one person is doing and you are standing simply also, that victim will be seeing you, and if she or he says your name, you are also in that. So it's very difficult, and you all will be put behind the bars. And for days you have to face this trial in the police station after that, and then you will be thinking, what did I do? So that is why I said friends count, whether it's bad or good.
Ma'am, so have you had any personal cases come up to you about ragging?
Personally, I didn't deal with any, because I don't go into the hardcore criminal area. But I have had opportunity to hear it when I sit in the court and all. When people come, and I am like a guest out in magistrate court and all, they come for taking bail, and all these the simple ragging is there, and then the one that takes your life is there, then hardcore one, everything is there, you know. But it all depends on what is the crime and how the police has framed it. So it comes to different, it comes to the court for taking bail. So once the case is charged, then the life of that person is gone. Then he has to go to the police station, face the court every day or other day, till he gets a bail, he'll be with the police. So from the campus to the station means it's a different area. And your parents are also suffering. They also have to come day and night. And for small offences, when they are what also, the judicial officer, when I saw one case, he said, bring the parents. They have to stand here with you. But actually, they are not part of it. But what can they do? They are not even knowing what the children are doing in the campus. But some people say, like psychologists say, parents can play a good role in molding them. Maybe right. I don't know.
So, ഇത്രയും വർഷം എക്സ്പീരിയൻസിൽ റാഗിങ് അല്ലാതെ there'll be that one iconic case which you could never forget, sleepless nights, adrenaline rush, അങ്ങനെ എന്തെങ്കിലും ഒരു കേസ് ഉണ്ടാവുമല്ലോ. Can you like share if you can?
Adrenaline rush and this family court matters sometimes prick you a lot, you know. It is something that especially when a client is a person who is known to you from your childhood, like a girl who comes to you, stands in front of you, and she was a girl who was very smart. And I knew her from her childhood days, and it seemed that when she came into my friend, she was like a zombie. She was not speaking anything, only because of 10 years of her family life. But in matrimonial life, she began, and she's not a small person, she's a doctor. She finished her MBBS in merit. She got married at the young age of 21 or 22, had 2 children, and by the time the family had made her like this. Because she was not resisting to anything. She was thinking that one day or another day. And there is another factor also, because the day she went there and had something bad, she came and complained to her parents. Then her father said, that is because you are very protected here. This is like family life, you go and adjust. But some girls and boys also, they become rebels when their parents don't support them. So it was like she was standing there, suffering it as if she'll sit here and do whatever, like that. But suddenly, after 10 years or so, she, by God's grace, some counseling she was subjected to. And from that, she got the courage to come out. But even then, she was almost like in a depressed this thing. Took almost more than, but that was something very, something that deeply hurts you in your mind.
Especially if you know that
person from the childhood, and the other person saying that she was mad from her childhood and all. There are a lot of allegations come in court. You know, you don't come with all satyasandhamaya ella കാര്യങ്ങളൊന്നും ഇല്ല. They'll just throw mud on your this thing. That is, they want their things to be done. That is all. Once it comes to the court, the entire scenario changes. Then even in family matters, they'll be like India and Pakistan. They'll take 2 this thing and then start fighting for anything and everything. Actually, some matters are really settled, matters could be settled out of court and all, but some people, their ego bursts. So that is where you can't do anything. You are, helpless some situation. These are all matters that is really. And in my early days and all, when we go to the district court and all, we can see these people, mothers and all crying because children are being brought by police in the criminal cases and all, and that also will never leave our mind.
Even now, recently there was
at that young age, you see a mother crying because she can't do anything her child, and she claims that her child is being trapped by the police. We don't know what is the correct situation. Police used to do it at that time. They used to trap people to help others escape and all. And she was this, and her helpless situation, we were also helpless. So that situations, even when we are advocates, it's a really pricks us. You can't do anything. You're totally helpless in such a field.
Okay. Ma'am, so coming back to ragging, if a student reports about it, what are the support systems that are actually available legally?
A student has to report to the head of the department or the principal. The principal is and if the principal doesn't take any action, the principal automatically becomes an accused. I mean, in the accused, not an accused, but he is also will be taken as an someone who has abetted the crime. So a principal or the head of the institution is bound to take note of these situations and take adequate action. Adequate action means he has to internal inquiry has to be conducted to find out whether this is correct or not, whether it is a false complaint, what has happened. And if he gets a report that this is actually what happened, then he has to report it to the police. So that is a duty as per Section 7 of the Act. So Section 4 says what is ragging, how it is, and that this principal or the person in charge of that has to take action. If he doesn't take action, he is also
completely responsible
for that. So that has to be, I mean, I think that all the freshers or all the students has to be told, what has to be done in case you are subjected to ragging. I think many children are not aware what is the next step. They are just scared of the college, the first year seniors, everything. So actually, there should be a session for counseling, there should be a session for mediation talks or something like that to make the children understand what it is, and also the senior students to understand what is the consequences of doing all this. So these two things has to be done by the college authorities. When the college is vast, their responsibility becomes bigger. It is not easy to eradicate it in one day. So for that you need a lot
chain of reactions.
So that you need a lot of a lot of small committees, and students should also be part of it. Then only you can find out, because students are the ones who will be in the
college authorities. Ma'am, you're also the Honorable Secretary of the Trivandrum Women's Club, right? Ma'am, so if you could give one message to the upcoming girls of this generation, what would it be? You can say it on camera or
message in the sense that girls should always be, I mean, they should, I have seen many girls being very scared, and I always tell my nieces and all, your face should never reveal what is inside you. Even if you're scared, you should never show it outside, especially when you're traveling alone. And then you need not wait for anyone else to help you or anything. You should mold yourself to be on your own. Independent. That comes within you. And some people will be crying, my parents didn't do anything, my parents didn't do that. If you sit like that, we'll be sitting like that. And in situations where you are bound to react, you should react. That reaction should come, whether it is in a matrimonial life or whether it is outside the college or whether outside in the society. When you are bound to react to a situation, you have to react. That you need not fear. That fear should not be there. You have to react in the correct way. And if you react in the correct way, many places you will get good responses.
And respect.
And respect. That is, many people think that പെണ്ണുങ്ങൾ ഇങ്ങനെ പറഞ്ഞാൽ what will they think? Never think of the society. That is one thing. Because society will never come and help you. Only you are there for you. That is one thing that everyone should understand, whether it is a male or a female.
Okay. What are some of the long-term strategies for fostering a culture of respect, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ inclusivity in education institutions? Apart from clubs, where എന്തൊക്കെ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും?
Respect, I would like to say about respect. I'm very sorry to say, these days there are no respect. I'm very sorry to say that. I don't know why people are not respecting anyone, whether it is an aged person or even in our profession and all. When we all used to come, we used to respect our seniors.
Okay.
These days, children are not even bothered who is going between them, or they won't even raise their this thing from the chair. We never used to sit when a senior is there. See that they'll say that this is because elderly person. Whatever it is, they'll be standing. You automatically you will stand. You will be feeling bad. That is gone. Then self-respect between a person, that is also not seen. And the children now, I don't know whether you people are aware, are not aware of anything that is happening around them. That's a very sad situation. They have only Google. And they have only self-involvement. They are not aware of what is happening around them. They are not bothered about others. So we used to be taught that മറ്റുള്ളവരെ പറ്റി ഒരു കരുതൽ എന്ന മലയാളത്തിൽ ഒരു ഇത് പറയും. അത് ആക്ച്വലി ഇപ്പൊ ഇല്ല. കാണുമായിരിക്കും വിരലിൽ എണ്ണാവുന്ന ആൾക്കാർക്ക്. അത് it should come from home. That is what I feel. It should first come from home. That you then you can develop it with your friend. And I don't know whether you people I passed out from women's college in the year 1983, but we still have an 18 member gang still going strong. 18 to 20 we have still that gang going strong. We go for see we in that time never had any WhatsApp or anything like that. We all got married in the year 84, 85, 86 and went to different places. But we had some sort of communication. Not everyday communication, but that bond was there. That is there. Whatever we studied for 5 years, that bond was there. From pre-degree to degree, we were in that college. We had that bond. And when the WhatsApp and all came, it reached another level. That is all. But we still, I feel that I don't have any freedom to tell anyone else words which I tell them. That sort of friendship should be there. Then nobody will go for ragging. Nobody will go for any bad thing, because you are immediately told that it is bad on your face. A friend is someone who should tell you what is bad on your face, not behind your back. That is what I believe, and I think that should be the motto of today's children also.
So we're coming to the end of the interview, and I will ask one more question to you. As CETians or as college students, what can we do to do something that promotes anti-ragging? Ragging is not good. What can we do? Can we join an organization?
You can do many things. You can approach your head of the department, or you can approach your principal and tell that a squad can be formed. Or you can say that monthly or weekly you can prepare some sort of seminar, not seminar actually, discussions on ragging, this thing, and what is the effect of ragging. You can call someone and ask them to counsel students, like, tell them the this thing or consequences of being of ragging, like, what happens to a person when he is accused of ragging. And what all he has to undergo after that. See, sometimes when something happens, when you fall down or something, you will think, 2 minutes backward, I would have been more careful, isn't it? Sometimes when some mishap happens, we will always think, if I get 5 minutes to 10 minutes back, I would have been more careful in walking. Like that, you should tell them what is that, so that if knowing the consequences they do it, we can't do anything. But at least when you tell them again and again, out of 10, at least 3 or 4 you can say, or 5, maybe 7 or 8, I don't know. But again and again, when a peer crowd people are telling, it makes a lot of difference than when the faculty is telling. So that is it. And you can always be on the watch for all these things. you have a better eye than the other people, because they'll be in the department or you are always on the campus. So if you have a good squad, like in every department, you can get, even it's a feeler can be caught to who is doing what. And I think it is more, I was told by the faculty and all, more happens in the hostel, I think.
Behind closed
doors. That is because the warden has to be more strict, and he can also keep his spice. As people who are good at earlier, and nowadays I don't know, but earlier they say power, money and all used to be. Now all children are equal. There is nothing like earlier. Not in Kerala, at least. There may be in Karnataka and Andhra, there may be people who are powerful and have money and they'll do anything. I don't think Kerala is that bad. You can do with a little, you can make lot of difference, especially youngsters. At least you can teach them how to behave also.
So ma'am, thank you so much. I had a great conversation.
Thank you
for coming. And we really wanted someone who had an insightful view of what was happening, so that even people could know what's happening in the outside world.
Okay.
Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you found this interview informative and valuable. So until next time, this is Afreen Abnas signing off.